Hello, internets. Welcome again. Hi, welcome. It's live streams at Foothills Arts Center. I'm your co-host, Hassan Najjar from Foothills Arts Center, and we have
Wesley Hughes.
Wesley Hughes. Wes, it is the last night. I know. It's been fun. I've enjoyed the past two Fridays. This is the last one. And we've been able to showcase some really awesome local talent. And can you tell me a little bit about the local music scene and what's kind of going on with it right now?
Oh, well, the local music scene right now is tough. It is at pretty much a standstill. There's a handful of local shows that you can catch around town at a few bars and restaurants outside. I'm actually going to see the Symphony at Red Rocks this weekend. Pretty excited about that. The Larimer Lounge and Globe Hall are hosting limited capacity shows. There's some really cool shows this weekend and next that I highly recommend you check out safely, of course. But, you know, we're doing this for the most part. If you follow local musicians on their social medias, likely you'll see them often going live. There's the Rocky Mountain Virtual Music Festival that happens every Friday. That's put on partially by Arise. That has some of the best local talent around, and they do a really nice production. And it's everybody at home. They've been doing things through all of quarantine. So if you're looking to check out the back catalog with some incredible musicians, go and look at the Rocky Mountain Virtual Music Festival.
Oh, that's great. Some good ideas for folks at home. What the overall impact on musicians, particularly those trying to get their careers started and break out? What do you get the sense of that being during this time?
Well, you know, I think at first there was a bit of despair and confusion, and now there's a little bit of hope and, creativity. You know, people who want to express themselves are always looking at mediums to do so in, and I think that really more so now the medium is the message. Yeah. So when we're talking about live streaming and we're talking about live streaming shows, we're talking about keeping people safe, and we're talking about doing so in a way that doesn't hinder creativity and doesn't get in the way of musicians and artists and creatives speaking their voice and speaking their truth. So I think people are starting to look at a whole array of opportunities in the live streaming world, and just kind of, you roll with the punches. And live music has always been an industry kind of in the fringes, and always an industry that's adaptable.
Yeah. So
you move forward, right?
It's certainly been for Foothills Arts Center. We've been moving all of our, as much as we can, stuff online. And where there's a will, there's a way. And then where there's an audience, we try to go meet them where they are. And so I know a lot of musicians have been doing that. As far as what people can do at home to support local musicians, what opportunities are there for that?
Well, obviously, you can always stream their music. Please go and stream their music. You know what? Please turn it on, walk away, fall asleep, leave it on repeat. Just stream the music, and share it with your friends, obviously. But one of the biggest and most sound financial tools to supporting music through all this time is purchasing their merch. Going onto their website, Yeah, that's a direct way to support music and the musicians themselves.
Oh, awesome. Well, and if you feel so inclined, you can also support Foothills Arts Center. We're doing this in conjunction with GLDN, who is a local artist collective that we work with quite a bit to bring you programs like this. And so I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to let you tee up our first artist for tonight.
Well, our first artist tonight is Dylan Streight. He's a close friend of mine, and he's going to play a handful of incredible original songs. I do, just to caution young viewers at home, there will be a little bit of swearing, okay? So just plug those ears.
Language.
If you hear it
Not
coming.
Not the majority, but some.
Yeah. But everybody else, kick back, enjoy yourself, and enjoy the music. And we'll pass it off to Dylan Streight.
Don't let your head get filled, just roll the dice, bad luck, you can just pop them pills. Your father left, your life's a bitch. Don't you ask, you know that we will plead the fifth. We treat you nice, one other back. More at that, a pretty slice of token black. Oh mama's boy, you lack the soul. Toughen up or this world might just eat your whole with cold composure. We count the stars of fake composers and loud guitars. As night comes up, we take that puff, then breathe. And our days like a doll, cheap, flimsy, and dull. Won't you sing? Plastic parts, some light, some dark, and pick apart the pieces all night long with pure convictions and aimless goals. We walk this desert, no shoes, no soles. And after all, we're blameless. And if we fall, there's no net. I read all my lines to some cock therapist, but it's nothing a few cold brews can fix, right? I live in a jar and I drink like a fish, just playing that part of that rock and roll shit, right? You know the Holy Ghost could cleanse your soul, right? I know I could, I'm sure I could. I said I would, I gave my word, and it's all good, right? By your radiated cool, and from the way that you talk, you're the only one in the room. And these times are alright, we're all doing fine. walks on a crawl and I can't sleep a wink, but paint on a wall dries quick, don't you think, right? I sink and I slip and I'm losing my grip. Fell out with the click, so I'll roll me a spliff. Alright. Motherfucker, you know we're entranced by your radiated cool. And well, the way that you talk, you're the only one in the room. And these times are alright, we're all doing fine. Get yourself and move. And I don't know which way to go. Sand beneath my feet, under this desert heat.
Thank you guys. All right, those first two were called Default, and then Celestial Slop, and then I did a little bit of Isolation. They're all in my Desert Flower EP. It came out last year. So I'm gonna do a few more from that, but I think before that, I want to do a Marvin Gaye song that I think is really relevant for our times right now. Yeah, I'll let the words speak for themselves, I think, on this one. There's too many of you crying. And brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Father, 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 we don't need to escalate, 'cause war is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate.
can see what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, and I'll tell you what's going on. Mother, 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 everybody thinks we live wrong. But who are they to judge us simply 'cause our hair is long? You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Picket lines, picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me so you can see what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, and I'll tell you what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, and I'll tell you what's going on. This is an original one. It's called Desert Flower. Wayne, she taught me everything to say. Cool classic films and Shakespeare plays. I'm floating on lazy days. And calm things and people that she knows. She speaks her words, they ebb and flow everywhere she goes. She's my desert flower, always searching for water. She's not a face, she's not a time or place, just an idea flower. Clear, I cling to every syllable. Some can hurt, some vulnerable, and some can be so slow. Fear, she said, if you can follow me, I'll show you what you're meant to be. And I said yes, yes please. She's my desert flower, always searching for water. She's not a face, she's not a time or place, just an idea flower. to say. And every day she takes another piece of the action. Word is just a book and we're just footnotes and captions. If I were calm and cool, then she'd be fire and passion. And I never bought a man that wasn't for sale. I keep dreaming pretty things and fairy tales. No more dragging our feet through sand. I'll tip the scales. Let me be a desert queen, high and off the rails. Of all the freaks and desert fiends, she's the pusher, she's the mover, she's the queen, the baddest bitch that this world's ever seen. She moves, she shakes, yeah, I likes to tease, and all my fingers twitching as she twists her wrists, her hands around my belt, so I just can't resist. Our veins are pumping, bodies thrust into the abyss, yeah. And I never bought a man that wasn't for sale. I keep dreaming pretty things and fairy tales. No more dragging our feet through sand. I'll tip the scales. Let me be a desert queen, high and off the rails. And what you got to say? I could be somewhere else, but I'd rather stay. The more I give, the more I seem to know my place. At the bottom of the ladder, king of the shoe shine faith. Hand over heart and sing. Oh, say, can you see? Lungs not breathing, chest no beating, no fibrillate me. So sit down, you catastrophe. I preach love, but my empathy is atrophied. What you got to say? And you're all I want. Words drown on the tip of my tongue. And you're all I need. And I slept, just 'cause every day again, the same old thing. You're on the flights to a tire, slowly drain. No use for those old moves. I'll hail the king, no fucks for me, no. I won't ever be on time. And I'll just toe the line. And you're all I want. And words drown on the tip of my tongue. And you're all I need. And I slept and just can't even speak. And of all I got, it's you. I can't live without. And all I'll be, it's caught with no symmetry. Caught with no symmetry. Thank you guys. So that was Desert Flower, the title of my EP, and Frayed, and then I went into No Symmetry after that. Kind of just playing the whole EP here. How much time? Do we have time for one more? Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do one more here. This next song is called Soul Food. It's the last song on my EP, and yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things in here that I've been hesitant to talk about, but yeah, I've been hesitant to talk about it for sure. But it was really good for me to put this into words and kind of express certain things that not only I didn't want to talk about, but I didn't even really want to put in my brain, you know. So here's Soul Food. Won't you come on home to me? We can ride this circle destiny. Like holy water, we cleanse our daughters and desert flowers, and only wish for love and bliss on these. So fuck you, fuck me. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. With all intent, I intend these thoughts to bend with each element, and all these gas and blues will paint views when they tell us it was bomb today or blue on black brutality. No chance to choose through all these gaps and grooves. We've been bruised, and Lord, I pray through all I say, through past mistakes, my soul you take now. And honey, won't you come on home to me? We can ride this cycle destiny. Kid, don't let your head get filled. Just roll the dice, bad luck, you might just make it still. Your father left, your life's a bitch. Don't you quit or else you be the hypocrite. We treat you nice, one other back, and more at that. You got some shit, we got your back. Mama's boy, you got the soul, toughen up. This one might just eat your whole. You guys.
Clean up.
He'll come around and sit. Hey, Dylan, come on through and sit down with me over here, buddy. All the way over here. What's up, man? Go ahead and grab that microphone there. I just cleaned it off for you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey, that was great.
Thank you.
I love that.
Thanks, dude.
I liked how you tied all the songs together.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, in a really cool way.
Yeah, so I definitely try to make like everything that I write somewhat conceptual. I just always liked albums and music that just like had kind of a theme and a message, and something that you can cling on to, that you can also, like, on one end you can listen to it and just like it, you can jam it in your car or whatever, but then at the same time you can also like take a deeper meaning from it at the same time, you know what I mean? Like musically as well as lyrically, I think that's really important, like pushing art forward.
Right, and I think you've done a really good job of that throughout whatever set or atmosphere that you're playing in. Thanks, to dude. Kind of sit in and to speak to the space, and speak to the crowd and speak to the environment. I think you've always done a really good job of like being kind of fluid with your songs and with your music and how you perform them.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
So that was all from Desert Flower, which everybody should go and listen to if you haven't already. Highly recommend. It's an incredibly well-produced album. Sounds good. You did that somewhat by yourself.
Yeah,
correct?
So I recorded pretty much all the parts I recorded myself, just in my room. A lot of it I recorded when I was in Ohio. I was staying with my mom for a little bit, for about 6 months in Columbus. And I recorded most of it then, writing all the parts and recording all the parts and all that. And then I came back to Denver in January, I guess it was 2018, and I had most of them together, and then I got Aaron Daniels. I don't know if you guys know Aaron Daniels. I'm sure you know Aaron Daniels. To mix it together, and he did a few things on there that were really awesome. You know, he had a 1 or 2 keys parts he put on there, and just, you know, helped me out with what my vision for what it was going to be. You know what I mean? It just was really cool about kind of taking on the producer role when he didn't need to. You know what I mean? Like, he was kind of in a mixing role, and he was just like, well, it'd be cool if you did this, it'd be cool if you did that. And so yeah, we worked on that together, and but I would say 95% of the parts are me playing.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
All of the instruments.
All the instruments. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So tell me about the record itself, and kind of the message that you baked into the music, and what you're trying to get across throughout the record.
So yeah, I think the record, it's the EP itself there's a lot in there for sure. It's like a lot of me, like I said before, that wasn't, I don't know if I was like totally necessarily ready to give out to the world, or I didn't want to, like, in my brain. You know, I know it was important, but you know, the first part of the EP is, you know, like Default and all that. Like, Default is kind of about, you know, me growing up and like the different things that I did, like the different experiences that I had, like kind of the cards I was dealt as a person, and dealing with that. And like specifically, there's like an image in my mind about you know, playing music in the garage with my friends when I was young. Like, that's what that line fake composers and loud guitars is about. You know what I mean? Like, we're all just teenagers and we're just playing Led Zeppelin in the garage or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's kind of about that, like growing up and like the cards I was dealt. And then, you know, Celestial and Isolation are kind of more about the aftermath of that. You know, like the things like you know, my dad wasn't around when I was a kid, and you know, growing up biracial in a very, very white city was an experience to be had.
Sure.
And so the kind of the aftermath of that is Celestial and Isolation, and you know, the kind of some self-loathing there, like self-destruction, and Isolation's a little bit of like, where's my place in the world, you know. And then Desert Flower, which is like in the middle of the EP, is kind of about it's about art kind of saving my life in a way. That sounds dramatic, but seriously, like, it was like there was a very specific moment around the time I was 15. We moved to Columbus when I was 15, and I lived. We lived in the suburbs, and I moved in the middle of the year, and I didn't have like a ton of friends or anything like that, you know. And so that summer, I didn't have my license or anything. I didn't have a job, so I was just like, and my mom worked during the day, so I was just pretty much at the house by myself. And so I spent most of that summer just playing music, watching movies, reading books, like for like 14 hours a day. Like, that's all I did, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And so like that really, I felt like, formed me into the person that I am now. And so that's kind of what Desert Flower is about, was like, you know, this love for art, and like realizing how much of it is a part of like existence. It like gives my life meaning to like create, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You've done a really good job of that.
Thank you.
I think through this record, not only presenting that, your personal story, mm-hmm. as well as like giving the space for the listener to kind of be like, to sit with that, mm-hmm. and to you know, kind of think about experiences, mm-hmm. you know, and being able to present that in a way that gives space for the audience.
Yeah,
you know?
thank you.
Yeah, that's not totally just one-sided. You know, mm-hmm. It's, you know, I think really, really cool to bake that into the music. It's almost like a meta experience of like, mm-hmm. hey, like, this is the creation of the creator. Mm-hmm. You know, like, you know, and I think a lot of people who are open to recognizing that and looking for that kind of thing, I think should definitely go and listen to the record and
Thanks, man.
I think they'll resonate with it strongly. I know I did the first time I heard it, for sure.
Thanks, dude.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm also very blessed to have dope musicians like yourself playing with me, and Wes and Kenneth and Clint and Elise and all of them. Like they're all it's just such a good music community in Denver and Golden and all that. You know what I mean? It's just I'm just so blessed to have these dope people just around me at the same time. And Aaron Daniels who produced it and mixed it and all that stuff.
So what do you see happening in the next year musically for yourself through all the chaos?
I mean, this is a weird time, obviously, especially for music because, we're doing stuff like this,
Right.
instead of playing real shows, live shows and stuff like that. So it's a weird time. I think what I'm trying to do is just write a bunch of music so that once this thing ends, we can go back to the game, you know what I mean? Go back at it. But at the same time, I don't know, I'm trying to recognize something I've been working on as far as writing wise is just recognizing that sometimes you need to just take a chill break, you know what I mean? You need to just not stress about it because I felt as soon as the pandemic hit, I was just oh yeah, I'm just gonna go in my room and I'm just gonna write all day. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play music, and then the next thing you know, I'm watching Netflix for 5 hours a day or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. And so I don't know, and I was so frustrated with myself for a while about it. Just you need to get on this. What are you doing? But I don't know. Lately, I've just been you know what? Life is what it is. This is the moment that you're in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So.
It's a global health crisis. Everybody go easy on themselves,
Right.
okay? It's crazy out here. You don't need to be working that hard, Nobody's going to hold it against you for not working like you usually do through these normal 6 months. And I think for us musicians, going from, because it really is a all day, all week lifestyle. It's kind of a go kind of world for sure. And
100%.
And you kind of put the things that life is actually about to the wayside, So I've been taking the time to kind of connect with yourself and connect with your people around you and connect with the atmosphere, this incredible environment. That's been my MO.
Yeah.
And
man,
understanding that
I think so for sure. I think
music is secondary.
Hopefully, music is secondary.
To being a healthy individual.
Yeah. I think
music is primary for me, that's for sure. But right now I'm I need some headspace.
Yeah, man.
Well,
I'm grateful for you guys to have
you out here.
Yeah.
So you and Kaitlyn, who's getting set up, she's just cleaning up the piano right now, teach downtown Golden here.
Yeah, we teach at Colorado School of Music. Yeah.
Cool. So if you or anybody is interested in learning from these two fine musicians, I highly recommend that you check out their programming. And Kaitlyn, who's just purelling the keyboard right now. Nobody's getting COVID out here. We're staying safe. I hope you guys are too. Thank you so much for tuning in to the live stream at the Foothills Arts Center. If you would like to, there's a link that you can donate. We would love to see some of your contributions. We would even more so love it for you to come down and check out the fine gallery and just come and be a part of the arts community in Golden. Things are flourishing in the time of, I don't even know what to say. Chaos, insanity. I don't even know. 2020. That sums it up. Kaitlyn, are you ready to take it away, sister? Here, let me go. I'm going to give you a little bit of keys. And a little bit of vocals. And that's our sound check, ladies and gentlemen.